Have you been wondering why I chose Take Your Best Shot as the title of this series? Well, you'll finally get the answer in this video. Hi, I'm Michael with Peace and Favor, where our goal is to challenge you to be the best version of yourself. We believe that the trajectory of your life is the direct result of the choices you make and the actions you take. Even the smallest situations can have major ramifications in your life. Sometimes you may only have one opportunity to act, so you need to make it count by taking your best shot. For that reason, it is important that you're strategic in your decision making. In the last video, I introduced a 4-step process called ORACA. The steps are to observe and research the situation, assess possible effect on you, on others, on your goals, and on how you may even feel about yourself, and then choose the best option based on your assessment. Then, finally, act on your decision. Now, the goal is to maximize the chances that your decision will have a positive result. One of my favorite sayings is that I don't know what I don't know. You see, I'm confident that I know what I know. But the problem is that I don't know what I don't know. So no matter what the situation, I kind of walk in with my head on swivel because I am very aware that I have significant blind spots. Sometimes I take my best shot only to find out that I didn't have all the information I needed. And that's how it is in life. You will approach situations and you think, I'm ready, only to find out that there are certain things you never even considered. And that's why the ORACA process is so important. The observing and research part, that first step is huge. Because you need to learn the environment, the terrain that you're going to be operating in, who's involved, okay? What type of people are they? Knowing this, it can really improve your chances of having success. I got a few of the keys I'll share in a little bit, but first let me say this. When approaching a situation, the key is not being in the right place when opportunity knocks. Is being prepared to act when the opportunity presents itself. And not just act, but to be successful. That's when I told you about those strategic decision making. It's like you don't just want to be there when the door opens. You want to be able to successfully go through the door. And when you get through the door, you want them to allow you to stay on the other side. When they open the door of opportunity, it doesn't do any good for you to run through only to get knocked back out because you weren't really ready. So it's not just you need to be where the action is. It's like, no, you need to be prepared. All right. And how do you know about being prepared? By having a clear sight on what your goal is and then making the proper preparation to act when the opportunity comes up. So, as we're wrapping up this series, I want to give you a few tips about approaching a situation, about making changes in your life. I think early on I had talked about how I'm going to give you opportunity to improve the quality of your life, to make positive steps in your life. But it's going to take a lot of work on your part to do it. And so let me just share a few things with you. One of the first and most important things is that you need to have a realistic view of your skills and abilities. We call that self-awareness. It's like you're the biggest variable in any equation when it comes to you, being successful or failing. The biggest variable is you. And so you need to have a good understanding of who you are. what your triggers are, what your real interests are, and what your actual goal is. And you need to have thought out these things and settled on these things before you encounter the situations, before you embark on certain journeys. Need to be comfortable in your own skin. All right. You need to know what you're looking for. All right. Or if you're in a business situation, what is your boss looking for? What skills are going to be necessary? What's the goal? All right. It doesn't do any good for you to highlight an area and do a tremendous job in the area when that was not the goal, the boss's goal, the supervisor's goal. When that wasn't their primary thing they wanted to get done. I mean, nice, you did a fine job of that, but that wasn't what they were looking for. That wasn't the actual goal. You need to be clear on what the goal is. You need to know what you want. When you go into a situation looking for a new job, looking for a new position, what is it you want to do? And not only what do you want to do, but you need to, when you find that, you need to find out what are the steps to get there. So you need to acquire the skills and the knowledge in order to prepare to fulfill that role. Sometimes you'll find a role that you'd like to have, but there are prerequisites to it, where you may need first have to take a lower position probably, where you can learn the actual operations. So you can learn the environment you're working in. You can learn the people that you're going to be working with. You can learn so many things. You can learn things about yourself as far as any shortcomings you may have that you can work on. You can hone your skills as far as working on your strengths, but also areas that you haven't worked in before. That's the time to do that. Okay? So make sure you acquire the requisite skills, the required skills, before trying to force your way through that door. All right? Put yourself in an environment that has the desired doorways. In other words, access to where you're trying to go. You want to have networks. You want to find out where are those opportunities. If you have a dream of being something or doing something, but you're never around the people who do that, you don't have conversations with them, you don't interact with them, you're not going to learn the little subtle things that you need to know about moving into that industry. You may not be able to hone your skills to the level necessary because you haven't actually interacted with people who actually do that on a professional level, as an example. It's one thing to be good at a sport. All right, you were good in middle school, you're good in high school, but then you want to go on professionally, and you want to go to college. And what you'll find is, if you watch college ball, what you'll find is, just like high school, people who are very good at that level, they're great in their local community. But when they go to the bigger university, to a college, they find out that while they were good on local level, when you get to a state level or a national level, one of these national schools, they're no longer a big fish in a small pond. They quickly find out that what people thought was exceptional to them is average or even below average, because you're among the elite. And if you want to play with the elite, you will quickly learn the level of skill you have, or the lack thereof. Not to saying you can't improve, but sometimes you'll find out, some people have done it. How you've done this for those of you who worked in different things, be it athletics or academics, you go in, and after a short amount of time, you realize, I'm already doing the best I can right now. And the amount of improvement, I really don't think I'm capable of it. All right, for whatever reason. But it's good to know that before you try to bust through the doors. All right. And for those of you who be it running track or whatever, until you get on the track, everything you say is just words. And again, the level matters. Intramural ball, cute. Okay, you may be the star, but when you get on the actual team, a varsity team, different level. And then if you go from the varsity team to go to college, only a small percentage of people make it. And then only a small percentage of those who make it in college make it in pro ball. And so you really need to, again, assess what is needed, all right, and get in a network so that if you want to go to college, be around people who have gone to college and people who can help you to get to where you want to get. Be a professional. If you want to be a mechanic, don't just sit at home. Like if you never worked on cars but you want to be a mechanic, you're not going to do very well. You need to put your hands inside the engine. You need to do some work with it because it increases your knowledge, it increases your experience. And I'm just sharing all this because I told you, you're the variable. All right, it's your dreams, and I don't want to crush anyone's dreams. I'm saying, but whatever your dream is, don't just keep it at the dream phase. All right, it's important that you have practical steps for achieving your goals. And one of the ways to get the practical steps is talking to people who are already in that field. And they can break it down to you. You need to achieve this. You need to learn this. If you need to go to school, you need to go to school, and these are the classes you need to take. You have different training. You need these different certifications. All right. I'm really good at computers, or used to be. All right. However, without certain certifications, it doesn't mean anything. A lot of jobs now, it's not even that you're good at a computer. All right. They want to know, have you used this specific software? All right. And if you've done your observation, you've done your research, you'll know, let me go and look up that and see if I can become proficient on that software before I even present myself to an organization. All right. That increases your value, your chance of success, because again, you want to take your best shot. All right. Don't go in there half stepping. Whatever it is you want to do, if that's what you want to do in your heart, if that's what you've set in your mind as a goal, do your homework first and then move forward. If you are a hard worker, willing to learn, okay, and put in the work, all right? But again, do your homework so that you come prepared. So when the opportunity comes, you're ready. I think of the story of the young men with Boys to Men. That's just one of the stories that comes to mind, where what they did is they would go to concerts or places, production companies and stuff, where they knew that musicians were. All right. And they would try to talk to people and try to get them to listen to them. And I think it was Michael Bivins or Bell Biv DeVoe actually was introduced to them. It's like people were hyping them and stuff. It's like, well, show me what you got. And they performed right there on the spot. All right. Impressed them. And they went on, of course, went to become Boys to Men. But the thing is, they were prepared. Okay, they didn't when he put them on the spot. They didn't freak out and, oh no, what are we going to do? Or give us a couple of days. We'll get back with you. And well, here's my DVD. Here's my sample. And it's like, no, we're not interested in the sample. I want to hear what you can do right now. All right, and that's how it is with us. When we present ourselves to someone, we want to come not a finished product, but as a skilled product. All right, always room to grow, but as a skilled product. So that observation and research is really, really, really important. And it's telling really more about what you need to do. Yes, it's saying what the other people want, but it's talking about what you need to do. And talking to other people and people in that area, you'll get a chance to find out what are the steps to get there. All right. Again, the network is critical. All right. Being prepared, more critical. So use your network, but rely on your skills. All right. So when it comes to shooting your best shot, did I say shoot your best shot? Is that a song? Anyway, take your best shot, but that's going to happen because you've done your homework with you and with whatever organization or profession you're trying to reach into. If it's relationship wise, again, you paid attention, asked around, looked. If you're go to a dance or something, see a young lady over there, and from the eye check, she looks awesome. Absolutely amazing. Don't rush over there because she's gorgeous. All right. I know you love to be with her and stuff, but don't rush over there. Just watch. Okay. And when I say watch, I'm not talking about see how beautiful she is. See what a great dancer she is. That's not what I'm looking at. I want to see how she treats people who approach her. All right. How does she treat the people around her? Be it the servers. All right. The people she's with, people who she doesn't know. I want to see what type of attitude she has. All right. Just taking your time, because what's your goal? A lot of times it's not just to get the hot body, it's actually to get someone that you can spend time with. And if they have a bad attitude, they can be as cute as they want to be. All right, but you know that most of I'm going to get it for this one, but a lot of the young ladies you see these days and older ladies, they're fake. They wear a mask on their face. The bodies are fake. They got on their little body shapers and got caked up all the makeup and liner and eyelashes and all this stuff they got on their hair, fake hair and animal hair all together to make a phenomenal, bouffant hairstyle. And but that again is fake. But that person underneath, that's what you want to know about. Okay? And people want to do that same thing with you, how you present yourself. So anyway, my goal with this Take Your Best Shot series has been just to say, don't waste your time and energy on hopes and dreams. Plan. Get yourself ready. Set yourself up for success so you can take your best shot. Because it's nice to try, but it is so much better to succeed. All right? And when you've gone through this process, you're using the Rocco process, you've done your self-assessment, you've checked your skill sets as necessary, looked at what the people actually want as far as their goals and everything, you've got yourself in a network, you've listened to people who can give you some good advice, okay, about people. I need to talk to this professor. I like to be in this program. Talk to people who already work with the professor. What type of person are they? How are they in this situation? How do they deal with us? Have they ever dealt with someone like me? Okay. And are they encouraging? Are they really, really hard? When I say are they really, really hard, is are they hard on you, but they give you the information to help you get better? Or are they hard on you because it's almost like they want to crush you and push you away? Knowing these things in advance will really help you. So do your research. Assess how it's going to affect you. Again, when I say assessing, it's like, am I being true to myself pursuing this? Like, if I win, if I get this, will I be happy? And do I even know what that means to be happy? Do I actually understand my whole goal? How will this affect other people if I do this? How will it affect me if I get it? All right. Making this decision now and doing this, how will this impact me pursuing other goals I have? Those are all things that need to be considered. And again, but if you do these things in advance, do your homework with you. Okay? Be open to asking questions. Be open to what people share with you. All right? And be open to learning more and more and more. Picking up additional skills, picking up knowledge, so that glean stuff from other people's experience. That way, when the door of opportunity opens, you can confidently go for it. That's when you're ready to take your best shot. Please like the video, subscribe to my station, email me at michael@peaceandfavor.com, share your thoughts. Take a few minutes to visit peaceandfavor.com. Until the next time, when I have some different topics, but all again to make your life better. God bless.